Hi everybody, I'm Kat and this is Tarot with Kat. I do weekly readings for all the fire, air, water, and earth signs, which drop every Monday morning. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons before I forget to say that. For all the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, for the week of Monday, November 12th through the 19th, a surge of ambition pushes you to refine your goals and take bold strategic action. As Capricorn energy sharpens your focus, social connections or collaborations may open. Unexpected doors may open, especially for Aries, but all fire signs are going to feel a call to step into leadership midweek, and it brings emotional clarity that helps you release distractions and recommit to your path by the weekend. By the weekend, confidence is going to rise as you see tangible progress forming too. So that's what the planets are saying. Now let's see what the tarot has to say, shall we? All right, using the Centennial Smith-Waite deck here, I have descriptions to the decks I use and a lot of other information in the description below this video. If you click the little more button, open it up. Lots of info in there, including biblical parallels to my tarot readings. So do check those out. All right, here's for our fire signs. I have shuffled and meditated over these cards. I'm a fire sign as well. I'm a Sagittarius, sun sign anyway. So what do we have for our fire signs this week? What do we need to know? All right, we're coming up as this beautiful Two of Cups. Connections, social connections and collaborations, opening unexpected doors. That's the Two of Cups. I think that's what I said. So you're coming up as the Two of Cups this week, whoever this reading is reaching, whichever of you fire signs, whether it's your sun, moon, or rising. By the way, if you want to know more about that, if you don't understand sun, moon, and rising, go to my channel, check out my Learn with Tarot videos. I have one in there about sun, moon, and rising signs. You're being crossed by another two in your challenge obstacle awareness, the Two of Pentacles. Cool. So we've got some choices and things happening and connections being made. We're bringing with us in our subconscious tool shed a 5, this 5 of Wands. We're stepping out of another 5. Yes, we are stepping out of a ton of 5 energy. Last year, 2005. So stepping out of this 5 of Pentacles energy in 2005, fire signs. Above us in our crown, though, we have the world in the crown chakra area. This is beautiful. Stepping into our immediate future, more pentacles, but a 3 of Pentacles. I think I understand that one too. I feel the energy going on here. Okay, you and your environment this week, you are going to experience some swift action with these 8 wands. And then your environment around you is the Death card. You've got the Death card coming up. We'll explain that more later. Also in my Learn Tarot with Kat is in October for Halloween, I did a video on the scariest cards in the tarot deck. The cards that every tarot reader hates turn up in their readings, or doesn't hate, but when you're first learning to read tarot and you don't understand it well, it can be kind of scary. Anyway, in your hopes and fears sector here, you've got this gorgeous 6 of Wands and final potential outcome. Beautiful. We got a bonus card. Got a bonus pixie card, this beautiful family love card, and Ace of Swords, triumph, victory, beautiful, gorgeous. Goes so well with the six wands that you're hoping for. What a beautiful spread, fire signs. All right, we're going to pull one more from my Arcanum deck. This will be further clarification, confirmation of this reading, and we're going to read it whether it's upright or reversed. I've done a very special shuffling where I, turn halves around like that, so it should be pretty well mixed up. And we will read this either upright or reversed. This Arcanum deck is a great deck for people trying to learn the tarot, the meanings of the cards, especially if you're a tarot reader trying to learn those tricky reversals. So yeah, we'll pull one more. Whoop! Not all those. It's that one there. Got our Hermit, got Solitude on the bottom. That's okay. But that'll be our clarification card, which we'll keep hidden until the end of the reading. All right. So let's see. Well, we come up with this 2 and we're crossed by a 2. So that's wonderful. Twos are like a fork in the road usually. Decision to be made if it's swords. In this case, you got 2 cups, which is actually new connections being made, new social connections. Like I mentioned, when I talk about what the planets are bringing you, social connections and collaborations, opening unexpected doors. You're being crossed as your challenge, obstacle, or awareness. I think it's probably just our challenge, and that is this 2 of Pentacles. It's having to keep things balanced. It's a balancing act, and kind of having to juggle things and make sure. I get this too. With the energy that we're going into, fire sign, you guys, the balancing act that everybody needs to learn is to monitor your own nervous system. It's knowing when because I do all this social media stuff now and I'm doing even more. I'm so excited. I have a whole other channel I'm opening, you guys. It's called Cat Cutting Class. And it's an education base because I am an educator. But I wanted that. That's very deep and important. Not that tarot isn't. It is. This was just the easiest thing for me to start out with to get my foot in the door, so to speak. So anyway, long story short, I spent a lot of time online and on my devices, and I've been researching this. I've been researching this as an educator. This is what my education channel is about. It's about regulating ourselves and understanding frequencies and how to manage those frequencies. That's the two of Pentacles. Because if you can manage those frequencies, abundance is endless, infinite. We've got some 5s, and as I've said in my previous videos, 5s are always off balance, off-putting. It's a negative suck. It's a suck to me. It feels, as a surfer, I have a live later on this afternoon where I relate this a lot to surfing. And to me, the 5 is the undertow. The 5s are the undertow of the tarot deck, trying to suck you out. So we got this 5 of Wands beneath us, and that is having to battle for what we believe in. We want to follow our passions and having to defend and fight for what we're passionate about. Whoever this is reaching, and it does apply to me too. And then also whatever other fire signs this is reaching, we're bringing this as part of our subconscious, this always having to battle and fight for what we want. So because it's still sticking with us, that's a frequency too that's sticking with us, that we need to be doing some affirmations around until we change it. And it's no longer no more junk in our trunk, I think. So we're bringing some of that along. And speaking of more junk in our trunk, it's the 5 behind us into 2025. This 5 of Pentacles is feeling left out in the cold. It's the card of want, of, gee, everybody else is in there in the church. Everybody else seems to get it and get rewarded and get recognized. Why not me? Woe is me. Wah, wah. Somebody called the wambulance. I'm being harsh on this, but again, this scarcity mentality, this feeling of lack, and these thinking on these things is only going to attract more of that. That's a frequency we're stepping out of. I don't know who else this is reaching. I'd love it if you drop in the comments, but for me, the juggling act in my life and I've definitely walked out of this feeling, this situation, and I'm turning it around now. I no longer feel the 5. I've learned differently, and I've been doing meditations and things that have kind of turned that around. But recognizing that and then turning that around is the juggling act that will help us prosper. Because in our crown up here, what our focus is on, what we're thinking on consciously, deliberately, is no less than the world. Our 21st major arcana, which is beautiful, and it's like the end of the fool's journey. It's like we want to reach that pinnacle. We've been working so hard. We've had all this, and you're thinking, your eye is on the gold. – and that's where you're focused. That's beautiful in your crown chakra. But because of that, you're going to be stepping into, in the early part of the year, a Three of Pentacles situation. So this is the card of apprenticeship. This is the card of having to learn something new, being willing to kind of go back, and threes are change. So I feel like you're stepping into a change of some sort. So many of us are in our career fields and stuff, especially with the advent of AI and technology and self-driving cabs and all that stuff. We're all being, either by choice or not, experiencing some changes which are requiring us to go back to school, so to speak, and become like apprentices again. And we're stepping into that. You this week, in your environment around you, there's going to be a lot of things happening very quickly this week. Swift action. Eight of Wands is swift action. A lot of stuff happening swiftly. So interesting. We've got our Hermit on the bottom here. Solitude. When you have that swift actions, it's often good. Monitor that your nervous system. And if you're feeling out of whack, don't do things. Don't make decisions. Don't go on and do that live if your energy's all off. Yeah, because in your environment right now is the Death card, your environment around you. So, which I don't find scary at all. It's one of the least scary cards in the tarot deck, actually. You should watch my scariest card in the tarot deck video. Go over to Tarot with Kat and look up my Learn Tarot with Kat, and it's in there, the scariest cards in the tarot. It's actually very little dark in the card. He's on a white horse. He's marching off through two towers into a sunrise. Death is transformation. So you're going through a transformation in your life. Not everybody around you understands it because they're coming from a different perspective. You may be even rubbing a bunch of people wrong now because you're going through this transformation in your environment right now. So that can be a hard feeling when you change your vibration intentionally, and then you're still in an environment with people who are vibrating on a totally different frequency than you. It doesn't go well. Sometimes it can be a challenge. Let's just say it can be a challenge. So here in your hopes and fears category is the 6. You want to get over the 5s to that 6, that positive. This is the 6 of Wands. It's triumph, it's victories, it's celebrations, it's accolades, it's being recognized for all the work you do. And that's what you want. You want to be recognized. You want what you do in life. You want to be valued and have some success. No doubt. And look, you shall. Your final potential outcome, if you're paying attention and doing the juggling and doing what you need to do, is this victory, this Ace of Swords, triumph. It's also truth, but it's just triumph, and it's also brand new beginnings. Aces are always brand new beginnings of a brand new thing, and it's also truth and triumph, along with a bonus pixie card. It's her artwork of like a family. This is just the card of like family love, generational love. Gorgeous spread, fire signs, for this week. So what do you think the clarification card could be? Let's see. More advice about the 5s we're stepping out of. Those are in our past, though. That's kind of water under the bridge. It could be advice about it, though. More advice about the Pentacles or the swift action. I don't know. Let's see. Oh my gosh, you guys. So confirming. Completion. The World. We got the World. Just like we have in our crown. The World card. Again. That is extremely confirming. Especially since that's what you got up here. So keep your focus there. Avoid falling back into that thinking about your lack. That's a trap. It'll attract more. So when you do that, just take a break. Just breathe. You don't even have to like all of a sudden be all happy. You just have to interrupt that thought of lack and take a deep breath. Turn on a song. Take a shower. Go for a walk. I don't know. To interrupt the frequency. But just to read this, completion, a major cycle is coming to a conclusion, marking a major milestone of achievement. It's closure, graduation, and fulfillment. And that's what's going on with you right now. fire signs, thank you for being here. If you enjoyed this, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. It helps me a lot. Make sure you subscribe. My first 500 subscribers are automatically given a free membership. After I hit 500, YouTube lets me open up my subscription membership section. There will be lots of other stuff that for members only. Be a VIP. Get yours for free by being one of the first 500 to hit that subscribe button. It's totally free. All right. Have a blessed week.